I am going to be getting ready for this red carpet event tonight. So I figured I would sit down and chat with you guys as I do so and kind of talk about what I'm putting on my face and what's good. Alright, so I'm prepping the face with the Saint Laurent primer. I'm getting ready for this red carpet event. Not exactly sure what it's about, but a colleague invited me, so I figured I would show up, and it's kind of like a networking event. Just get some photos and whatnot. So I think I'm gonna do like a holiday kind of glam. I have to head to a client in Playa del Rey at 5 p.m. and it's gonna take like an hour and 15 to get there. I have to leave here in just a bit, but I figured I'd get ready before the event and head straight to the event after my client. Kind of prepped the eyebrows with a gel, with the Anastasia clear gel, to kind of just brush them in place, and then I'm filling in with the pomade just in any areas that I need. My lash extensions look kind of crazy, but they're falling out, and a little tip and trick: if they're falling out, I've been just filling them in with individual lashes that are in my kit, just filling any of the missing spots so they don't look too crazy. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've worn makeup. I've been normally just wearing like my lash extensions, and then I'll do a little bit of like this Hero Rescue Balm. It just kind of calms the face down with any redness, just kind of like smooths everything out without really like wearing makeup. So that's been like my go-to. Tonight I figured if I'm gonna be on the red carpet, get some photos, you gotta do a red carpet glam, you know? I think I'm gonna be wearing an evergreen kind of dress. I just use like this depotted concealer foundation thing to prep the eye and then shape the brow and carve it out to give it a little bit more definition, and just kind of blend that in with the beauty blender. And always make sure that your beauty blender is damp so it has that bounce to it and it doesn't, wow, my lashes are crazy, my bad. I'm gonna go in with this Charlotte Tilbury palette. Honestly, I think I kind of want to go in with this Lorella shadow. It's called Neptune. A little bit of hint of green in there since I'm wearing green, but I'm thinking I want to do a little bit of like this reddish, you know, red and green holiday vibe. And I just like to kind of pack that on in the corner using a round fluffy brush, just kind of like pressing it in and kind of getting like the area that I want it to be focused on. And then I'm taking a clean fluffy brush and just kind of blending that, give it a smooth little look on the eye. And I kind of go crazy and like drag it out a little bit because we're going to clean that up with foundation and really like cut that to give it that lifted look. I'm going to go into this shimmer here and pack it onto the inner corner and the lid. It's so pretty. Can you see that? When it hits different parts of like the light, like changes on you. This is like my favorite eye shimmer I have in my kit. I'm always stocking up on it because back into the Charlotte Tilbury, I'm gonna go into like this champagne kind of, go on the brow bone here to really highlight that, as well as inner corner of the eye to really like pop and brighten up the eye. I'm gonna go in with foundation. I have two different ones that I've been loving. I have the Kosas and then the House of Lab, but it's been a while since I've worn makeup, so I want to check and see how they match my skin tone. For what we're going to do, you want to like check your chest and your shoulders, but you want to match right along the jawbone and kind of towards the neck a little bit. Blend it in, see if it's a good color or not. What do you think? Does it look okay? I'm loving this Kosas one. Similar to the House of Labs, it's a little bit thicker, but it has really good ingredients. Like it has nice like skincare ingredients, because all the ingredients are just helping your skin and not hurting it. And I have very sensitive skin, so I finally just found a good makeup routine of all the products that like are helping my skin and not making it worse and clogging the pores. Do 2 to 3 pumps, and I like to use a flatter kind of foundation brush to kind of evenly distribute it all around the face. Don't forget to bring it down the neck. All blends together. I I just take my beauty blender and press that all into the skin. Now, Hourglass concealer. This is a cute little baby one. This has been my go-to. I've been using it on all my clients. I've been using it on myself. Hourglass has not done me wrong. Only need a little bit. I really like a bright under eye, so you kind of just focus it on the inner corner of the under eye, and you want to blend kind of backwards to like lift. This you can, use to cover any blemishes and give you a little bit more full coverage in places that you feel like you need it. And it's not drying, so it doesn't like crease on you throughout the day, and it doesn't leave the eye feeling like cakey. Now I'm going to be setting the under eye and the whole face, and I like the one size only translucent. And I use the beauty blender and I just right under the eye. It's almost out. It's almost gone. And then I'll take like a bigger, fluffier brush to kind of take some powder, set the rest of the face. My skin is definitely more on the oily side. I want to make sure I set the places that like get shiny fastest, especially for being on red carpet. I'll go in with a pressed powder. This is almost gone too, to add back a little bit more color and coverage. This is really dirty. I like the Cover FX bronzer in Sun-Kissed Bronze. That's what I want. I want to be sun-kissed. And I use an angled brush. I start from the top of the ear, angle it like right under that cheekbone, go around like the temple, forehead. For red carpet, you want to go a little bit more than what you would think, so the camera can pick up on everything. Next is my favorite, the blushy blush, the Hourglass Tiger palette. See how that just like awakens my skin and make me like look alive. I love to just apply on the apples of the cheeks, and then you kind of like go along the temple. I like to do a little bit on the nose, drag it a little bit under the eye. That same color we used in the crease, go right along the lash line. This just kind of connects the eye look and brings everything together. I like using like this reddish kind of color for my blue-green eyes because it makes the eyes pop even more. Preps the lips for that luscious, kissable look. Really. So for eyeliner, I kind of like to just look straight forward and kind of see the angle of the outer eye. I'm going to drag a little bit to where I want it to go. I'll connect it to go inwards right along the lash line. So you have to have that steady hand. I really like it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and connect it. I think I want to do a red lip tonight, but for my client, I don't want to go too crazy. The best thing about makeup is it's just makeup. You can easily change anything, take anything away. It's not the end of the world. It just takes practice. At the end of the day, it's what you feel most comfortable with. Add that lip gloss, the Dior one. And then I'm going to do a final set of the Urban Decay 24 Hour. Kind of tilt your head back an arm's length away to spray. Beautiful. I also have this pretty Anastasia shimmer body oil.